Hello, hello. Welcome back to Divine Destiny Guide. How are you? I hope you're doing well wherever you are. Remember, we are blessed and highly favored. We're secured, we're anchored, and we're protected. So, wherever you are, sending you the purest of love and light. So, remember, we're on top and we're going higher. We're stars. They cannot stop us from shining because God is for us. So, let's get right into the message. If it's your first time, welcome. Returning soul tribers, new soul tribers, welcome. Thank you for your love, your support. I truly appreciate you. So for a lot of you, you learned the lesson and you count your blessings, or now you're counting your blessing, but you've been through some things, or you're going through some stuff right now. Maybe you're wrapping up a cycle in your life where it was tough, but you learn from it. And I believe that is one of the most important things, is that when you go through things in life, it's at the end of the day, it's like whether you it's like it's not even about winning or losing. It's what's the takeaway. Even if it's a relationship that did not work out, but you learn something. It prepares you for the future, for other people, again, new levels, new devils. But there's always something to take away from whatever we work somewhere. Maybe it wasn't perfect, but you learned something. You learned a new skill. So in the middle of the pain, there is a purpose. There is something that you take away from it. And maybe, yes, some people are to be blamed. Maybe it's you are to be blamed. What did you learn from that? And how will you approach life, people, places, or things differently in the future? So you learn the lesson, or you're called to learn the lesson and count your blessing. It says here, God hid you in plain sight. Yeah, so for a lot of you, a lot of us, we were hidden. Won't he do it? And this is why a lot of people now, they're waking up to who you are. And they're having major regrets because a lot of people mismanaged, they mishandled you. See, a lot of people didn't know how to take you, how to appreciate you. They underestimate you, right? And it's after you're gone, it's like, miss me when I'm gone. People are realizing that you are the gift. You were the gift. Your presence was a present to them. And it's like, for a lot of people, this is a lesson they will have to learn. Maybe some of you, this is something that you've learned or you'll be learning as well. To not just judge people at face value, but to give people a chance. And if they knew who you were, or if they know who you are now, a lot of people, they'll be very fake, or they would be fake to you. They would fake it that they love you, they care for you, only so that they could be in your good grace, so that they can reap the benefits from you. So this is why God hid you. So now when there is this big reveal, a lot of people, they will be shocked to know who you are and what they miss out on. So it's really you against the world. So for a lot of you, a lot of us, you have to be your own hero. There's nobody else to save you. For a lot of us, maybe you're going through that time now, that season now, or you've already gone through it, where it's really you against the world. It's like you couldn't convince one person to believe in you, to trust you, because it must be you, right? You must be the one who is weird, because if everybody else is over on this side, then you're the odd one out. You're the odd one out. So it's just you and divine. And this is why now God is doing like this big reveal. See, a lot of people, just like with Jesus, they didn't know, they didn't appreciate him until after he left. And this is what the same thing that will happen for a lot of people. It's like to know that you were under the same roof together, you ate from the same pot, you slept in the same bed. They had access to you at one point and they had no idea who you were. I mean, a lot of people are foaming at the mouth. They're going to be kicking themselves, you know, like the dog trying to chase his tail. Some people they're not going to be able to forgive themselves for the rest of their life. For the rest of their life. I'm telling you, God is getting ready to do a big reveal. Because it's like you learned your lesson. For some of you, you escape by the skin of your teeth. So that's the blessing. God took you out of that situation just in the nick of time. He rescued us. And he hid us. So a lot of people, they look down on you, they scorn you, they mock you, they judge you. And it's like, now I'm telling you, jaws will be dropping, eyes will be popping, and heads will be rolling. Because a lot of people are about to get the biggest shock of their life. You are the big reveal. You are the big reveal here. And here it says, every dog have their day. This is what I'm talking about. It's like people treated you so bad or so badly that they just thought that, you know, this was it. They are right and there's nothing else. They judge you correctly. And I'm telling you, a lot of people, they're going to be eating their words. And yes, every dog have their day. You had yours, and now a lot of people, they are having theirs. And I think it's only fair. But again, they may not think so, right? So yes, for a lot of you, a lot of us, number one here, it says triumphant success. This is like the sword. This is the truth. This is clarity. This is confirmation. This is yes. That a lot of you, a lot of us have learned the lesson. And again, we never stop learning, right? We never stop growing or evolving. But there are certain key lessons, certain things that is now putting you in a position where God can say yes. Where it's like you passed the worst of the worst. And you kept your integrity, you kept the faith despite of everything that you have gone through. You bend, but you did not break. And this is the clarity, the confirmation that yes, you stood, you're standing in your truth. You're not going to lose sight of that. Even if nobody else believes you, you're not going to cave in just because other people want you to see things in a different light. Wow, yeah. 16, disruption. So yeah, it's like a lot of towers. This is the truth that you're getting. Yes, you survive a lot. A lot of things were sent into your life to disrupt you, to leave you trapped, bound, stuck, dismembered, disheveled, out of place. I mean, this is what you went through, all because people did not know who you were. Can you imagine? I believe this is why too Jesus came as he did. Not as this king on a throne riding in. He came humbly, very quiet. So again, it took for people to love you naturally, not because of what they see you have. You don't have any glitz, no glamour, nothing shimmering. And so this is why a lot of people, they mismanage you, because God hid you in plain sight. I'm telling you, if people knew or they know who you are or who you were back then, it would have been a whole lot different. It would have been a whole lot different. So a lot of people are having memories of love. This reminds me of like the Six of Cups. A lot of people are nostalgic. A lot of people are going down memory lane, reminiscing of who you were growing up, the person you were. Because again, now is like a lot of people, or you're getting to be in that place where a lot of people, they're not gonna have access to you. So all they will have to do is live off of the memories. Live off of the memories, because a lot of these people, like I said before, when they had an opportunity to be kind, to be generous to you, they did the opposite. Again, they wanted you to be trapped, to be bound. You name it, they did it, because they thought you were a nobody. They thought you were nothing. So they thought it was fair to just spew anything, any hateful word, any slanderous things, scandalous, to humiliate you, because you're a nobody. You were not going to amount to anything. They thought that if they were able to get some people to come against you, you would just go away silently, quietly. You would be forgotten, because guess what? It's you against them. It's you against the mass. But don't you know, it's better to be by yourself with God than to be in a crowd of fake and phony people. And this is why people are realizing that with just you and God in your camp, you were able to withstand the tests, the trials, everything that they brought to you. When I look at this disruption card, it's like the potter put you back together again. It's only God who could have done this for you. Because I mean, the way that some people left you, they left you dismembered, disshuffled, bound. You were not supposed to get away. You were not supposed to escape this trap. Whatever it was, you survive in your life, you know it. If it wasn't by and for the grace of God, you should not be here today to tell the story of how you overcame, of how you survived the heartache, the heartbreak. And I mean, this is the beauty about it, is like people see you, they see us, and just because you don't look like what you've been through, then they think that, oh, you must be lying. But God, you have nothing to prove. And this is why, yes, see, triumph, success. This reminds me of like the Six of Wands. You run the race, you kept the faith, you fought the good fight. You've been through a lot. You've been through enough to know that you are enough. And this is why you're coming in victoriously, celebrating. This is 7, God's perfect ending, completion. This is how the story ends. This is your big reveal. And a lot of you with the throat chakra here, you're called to tell your story, to share with the world. This is what I'm saying. You learned the lesson, and now you're counting your blessing. Because let me tell you, even though you were around some wolves, some lions, you just innocent, like Little Red Riding Hood skipping through the forest, and you have these foxes, these snakes planning on how they can fool you and trick you and take you out. You went through a lot, you survived a lot. And even though, yes, you may have the scars and the memories of it, But it's like, for the fact that you're here and you still have life, oh, to God be the glory. To God be the glory. And so a lot of you, you're speaking up, or you're called to do so, because I'm telling you what you have gone through. And it's only because God hid you in plain sight. But see, what makes your story so different is that so many people came this close and they didn't make it. And this is why a lot of people, they're going to start, for those who can add, they're going to start putting 2 and 2 together, and even counting how they themselves came against you. And it must be something different about you, why you survive, because they were able to bamboozle, manipulate, fool a lot of people, use a lot of people. But you, there is something about you that they are embarrassed. I'm telling you, eyes are popping, jaws are dropping, and heads are rolling. People are foaming at the mouth. A lot of people are very anxious. They're angry because you are the one who got away. And now they are left. Back then, you were the dog having your day. Now they are having their day. I mean, I just hope that they can take what they dish out, because a lot of these people, they send so many attacks towards us where they cannot even take the bite, a mosquito bite. They dish it out really heavy for us. And I mean, they are not just getting a taste of their medicine, they're going to get a whole dose. They're getting back everything. Now let's see how they handle it, because for a lot of you, where you are going, a lot of fulfillment of wishes. Again, with the scroll, and there's a mic. Yes, you're speaking your truth. See the streams of living water, that's blessings, that's abundant. Wherever there's water, there is life. Out of your belly shall flow rivers of living water. You have the scroll here. I'm telling you, you have the receipt. You're not making this up. You're not feeling for this in the dark. It's because it's your lessons in these scrolls, where you can now go back to encourage people to say, look, I've been there, done that. And I'm here to share my story, that you too can come through this. And for those of you who have gone through some stuff in life, but you're still angry, you're still bitter, I'm here to encourage you that you need to count your blessings. Because as sad as it is, and as bad as it was or is right now, for the fact that you're here, I'm telling you, you should be giving God thanks. You need to do the work of healing those hurts, those pain, those resentment, those woulda, coulda, shoulda. If I could go back, you can't go back. Learn the lessons, even if it was a toxic marriage or a relationship and you created children. Yes, it was harsh, it was terrible. But then you look at your children, you look at your babies, those are your blessings. That's what I'm talking about. What is the takeaway from that? What is the takeaway? There's always an upside. Even if it's to thank God that you escaped with the shirt, with the dress on your back, that's a blessing. You're still here. They fired you. You gained the experience so that wherever you're going, you know how to act different. You know how to approach life differently. How not to trust certain people. Oh, yeah, authority. This is like an empire. You're a boss. You will be a structure in society. You will be admired. I'm telling you, you are the big reveal. Wow, again, the truth. This is the truth regarding your destiny. Regarding your destiny and your purpose. You have the strength. God will give you the strength. When you are weak, He's strong. Yeah, you have been through a lot of things. A lot of trials, tests, and temptations. A lot of people try to put your lights out. A lot of people try to come against you, to fool you, to trick you. I mean, but God, God showed up for you. Wow. I love it. I love this for you. Yeah. So for a lot of you, you know, the truth that you're learning, it's just you dealt with a lot of trickster spirit, a lot of manipulative energies, a lot of con artists, a lot of people who came into your life to just pull from you, to rob you blind. They wear the mask right under your nose, or at least they thought they were getting away. Because for a lot of you, again, God hid you in plain sight. So a lot of people, they took things from you that they thought that you wouldn't be able to replenish, you wouldn't be able to get back. Not realizing that God sent you in their life with those gifts. You know, it's kind of like bringing the butter in front of the cat to see how honest they are. A lot of people, they took from you, not realizing that you are the gift that you're always giving. So it's like they thought, oh man, let me trick this person. Let me see as much as I can get from them, how much I can take from them. And so for whatever little that they took from you, they thought that they were depleting you, not realizing that you were actually there in their life. If they appreciated you, that they would always have access to this blessing. This wasn't a one-time thing. This was going to be their abundance. You were sent into these people or this person's life to be that blessing, to be the blessing. And it's like they thought they were tricking you, but they end up tricking themselves. They stole from themselves. Now they can't come back because they did too much. And now you know the truth, that in the end you win. You are winning because this is your triumphant success now. You have clarities, like now you're looking at everything. You have a bird's eye view and you're like, wow, just looking, reminiscing, just goosebump chills all over you as you think about the things that God pulled you from those narrow escapes. All the things that you thought were happening in your life for evil, but it was actually God causing all of these things to now work together for your good. And I think it is such a good thing too, when people see you and they have to hide, they have to hold their heads down because of how badly they treat you, of what they said about you behind your back. They can't look in your face. They are embarrassed. It's better that way, because while your conscience is clear, you did not hurt these people. They are the ones who hurt you. Yeah, the Page of Swords. A lot of these people, they did the damage and then they were watching. Some of them, they're still watching to see if you escape. I mean, a lot of them, they are admiring the fact that how on earth, how did you escape that? How did you come out of that situation? How did you bounce back from that? You weren't supposed to. You weren't supposed to. A lot of swords here, a lot of communication, a lot of gossiping, a lot of slander, a lot of character assassinations, a lot of plotting and strategizing behind your back, but not knowing right here at the top is God. It's God. It's like for what they were doing, God allows something to not come close enough to hurt you. God stopped it. God blocked it. And I'm telling you, this is why a lot of you, you're in your power now. as this king or queen of swords. You know, it's like you have your sword up. You see the birds there, they're gossip too, they're communication, they're news. So it's like you put your hand up like, don't even think about it. Don't even try it. I know what you're coming on. I know what you're coming with. And I'm not the one. Don't play with it. It's like you have zero tolerance for the foolishness for a lot of these people who came against you. And this is why, like I said, a lot of them, they're reminiscing because why? You were that Ace of Pentacles for a lot of you. You were. Like I said, you are. I'm going back and forth between past, present. Maybe some of you, it's even the future. Some of you are in some situations right now where a lot of people don't appreciate you for the qualities you have, for the qualities that you have, and for the gifts that you have as well. A lot of people are undermining you, underestimating you. And a lot of you, you're called not to say anything. Let people prove who they are. Don't go around telling people who you are, what you have going on, and all of this stuff. No, because then you're going to attract people who are sneaky, tricky, like these Seven of Swords here, who are only gonna come because of what you have and what they can take from you. They're gonna wear a mask. So this is why when people don't look your way, don't come your way, don't look at it as, oh my, you know, what is wrong with me? No, God is hiding you in plain sight. And I'm telling you, this is the big reveal that a lot of people are having, that you are the stability. You were the stability in their life. You were the blessing. And they didn't know it. They missed it. Like I said, because they thought they could steal from you, not realizing that your cup run it over. They were just taking from the little drops, the crumb. That's all they took. When God removed you, or when they left your life, they left a whole, you know, you're just overflowing. Yeah, look, Ace of Cups, yeah, the Holy Grail. This is you. This is your love. You were the gift. Again, this reminds me of when John the Baptist, he baptized Jesus, and God said, this is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. You are the gift. You were the gift to a lot of these people, and they miss it. I'm telling you, a lot of these people, they're going to be left stuck between the rock and a hard place, because they're going to be looking at how badly they treated you with the disruption here, and what the opportunity that they miss with this Ace of Cups here. So I mean, this is hell. They're in hell, and their eyes are still open. I mean, people are gonna see their lips mumbling, they're talking to themselves all the days for the rest of their life, because they're gonna be going between worlds, between past and present. How badly they treated you. Why did they do that? What came over them? Why they did that to you? And now seeing this blessing, how they miss an opportunity with you. I'm telling you, yes, this is happening really fast, really quickly. This news is coming in of the big reveal, the big reveal. I mean, this is what God is revealing. You are the stability. You are, I mean, you were supposed to be the new beginning for these people. You are the gift. A lot of people, they prayed for a partner. They asked God to send me an angel. You were the one. You are the one. But a lot of people, they missed it because you didn't come in glitz and glamour. You didn't come looking like how they wanted you, because a lot of these people, they're very vain. So because they are in the flesh, because you didn't come dripping with gold and all of these ridiculous things. You weren't driving that vehicle, or just, yeah, they underestimated you, but God hid you in plain sight. Because then this is how you know people's their real heart. This is how you know if people truly love you and appreciate you for who you are. And this is the lesson that they will have to live. I'm telling you, from this moment, they're going to so much be begging and asking God for an opportunity. But for a lot of them, this is it. This is it. And so everybody else that they meet in life, they're going to treat people better, nicer, be more careful, because they're going to think, oh, maybe this one is an earth angel. But see, what they're going to encounter is just people just like them. People who are vain, who are jealous, who are envious, just deceptive people, who are manipulative, people who are trickery, just like them. Now they're going to have to sleep with one eye open. You remember how they had us? Yeah. Now, like I said, they're going to get the whole thing. It's their table is going to be prepared for them. Their feast, they're going to have it. While a lot of you get to have these new beginnings, these big reveal. People are going to see now who you are. It's like that undercover boss. And on the last day, when you take your shower and you come back all dressed up, dolled up, everybody's in awe. That's who you are. I love it for you. I love it for us.